You'll always be home to me.
I hear the train coming, rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And when I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Cause baby, now we've got it, but you know we used to be in love. Go take a look what you're done. Cause baby, now we've got it, but now we've got it, but you don't think we can. You made a really damn. And baby, now we've got it, but did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted. Did you have to ruin what was shiny? Now it's all rusted. Did you have to hit me
don't think it's in the past. These kind of words, they last and they last. Now did you think it all through? All these things will catch up to you, and time can't heal with this won't. So if you're coming my way, just don't. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times you and I. 'Cause baby, now we've got to know we used to be. So take a look what's out. 'Cause baby, now we've got. Now we've got. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we got. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. You live like that, you live with ghosts. Band-aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. Shove your love like that, run. 'Cause baby, now we've got to know we used to be. So take a look what's out. 'Cause baby, now we've got. Now we've got. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we've got. 'Cause baby, now we've got. To know we used to be. So take a look what's out. 'Cause baby, now we've got. Now we've got. Shit, I don't think we can. You made it really deep. And baby, now we've got.
Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. The last one to know, the last one to show. I was the last one you thought you'd see there. And I saw the surprise, the fear in his eyes when I took his glass of champagne. And I chose to use said, honey, we may be through, but you'll never hear me complain. 'Cause I've got friends in low places where the whiskey drowns and the beer chases my blues away. I'll be okay. Now I'm not big on social graces. Think I'll slip on down to the
sweet home to me. Well, I wish that I was on a rocket top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smoggy smoke on rocket top, ain't no telephone bills. Well, once two strangers climbed old rocket top looking for a moonshine still. Now the strangers ain't come down from rocket top and reckon they never will. Rocket top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Yeah. Wow, wow. Oh, yeah. Well, once I had a girl on rocket top, half baby, the other half cat. Wow, doesn't make it sweet and soda pop. I still dream about that. Well, corn won't grow at all on rocket top. Dirt's too rocky by far. Yeah, that's why all the folks on rocket top get their corn from a jar. Drink it up, y'all. Rocket top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Oh, guitar. Well, Rocket Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocket Top, Tennessee. Rocket Top, Tennessee. Yeah, Rocket Top, Tennessee. Oh, yeah.
You'll always be home to me.
We welcome you live to Chicago, Illinois, baby. Home of, like I said last week, crappy baseball teams, crappy football teams, the worst coaches, and absolutely the worst hot dogs. I'm Terry Radford, joined alongside Fireball Woody himself. The people asked, the people delivered like peaches in Georgia, baby. Woody, man, it's race night.
Hey, it sure is, Terry, and hey, I can't wait to get this race started. We own the Chicagoland Speedway, as you said, 1.5 miles on the track. We're running 125 laps tonight. Hey, it's going to be an interesting race.
It's going to be an interesting race, and we welcome you to the Peach Cam. Thank you to Peach's Gentlemen's Club out of Atlanta and South Georgia. Thanks for coming along, being a part for the ride. Brad Kirby will have our sponsor ride for the night with the HMG Innovations Top Esports Rear Cam for us this evening. Got a couple other great sponsors out there. Got another Peach Gentlemen's Club by Dominic Previte, but his rear has something different. Jack Cassidy's Irish Pub in Pennsylvania. We shout you out. All local businesses around the area, we'll give you a little love. Come out there and go try some of the great wings. And we have one more out there as well. Our very own fearless leader, if he's on the racing surface, waiting on James Woodard to become part of the action here tonight, and we will show him off as well. Brad Kirby finishes his qualifying time. Levi McCarty currently sits on the pole with a 30.80. He is 0.5 faster than the field, Woody. We talked about Levi before being the guy to break the barrier. Hasn't done so good in the Xfinity series, but Chicagoland seems to be the place that he's found his niche. He sits P1 right now.
Yeah, he does. And we got Mr. Number 41, Fatigue. and Mr. Quigley rounding out the top three with Mr. Tommy D rounding number 4 there. So it's going to be a whoops. Tommy D just dropped down to 5th. Mr. Kaufman just took over in the 01 car there. So it's going to be a very interesting race. And hey, I'd like to give a shout out real quick to my mother-in-law is watching for the very first time, Miss Arlene Robnett. Hey, welcome to the stream, Miss Arlene.
Welcome to the stream, Miss Arlene. Welcome to Top Esports. I'm Terry Radford, and that's Woody. That is Fireball Woody, one of the great voices we have here as well. Levi holds the pole. Sheldon Fedek is going to be P2. Fletcher Quigley, I thought he in practice was going to be the guy to beat. Set a blistering time up on the board. Seven Crawford just finished his time. He's going to wrap it up right there in the P9th position with a 31-0. Just a little bit off right here. Got some new faces and new places. Here's Byron Jones in the 55 Rogue Energy Breast Cancer Awareness Plan B Chevrolet. New to the track. Off of the stream, moved to the track where he is. He's a lot better on the track. He's a great racer. And Woody, this could be a statement race for him. Coming in right now, he's sitting in the 20th position, 31.4. But this lap right here looks to be a whole lot better.
Yeah, it sure does. And we also with that breast cancer, October is pink month, so we got a lot of cars out here tonight with the breast cancer logos on them and everything. So hey, we'll do our best to take care of y'all. So, hey, give to the Breast Cancer Foundation.
Byron slots himself in the 19th position out of 27 that have entered the field tonight. It's going to be one hell of a show. Strap in and enjoy what we're going to do this evening. We're going to bring you some great coverage. And for the first time ever, and I'm sure in iRacing history, this is going to be shown in a gentleman's club. Thursday night, we will be playing our show on Peaches in Georgia. Valdosta and the Atlanta area will have our show all around their club. A nice little spot that we got here, putting it all out there to show the world, hey, this is what we can do. Set the lineup for you here this evening. We'll show you the grid as soon as I get it up. There it is. The grid will start as follows. I will just break your top 10 down. You'll see the top scroll across the board. Levi McCarty is going to take P number 1. Sheldon Fedek 2. Fletcher Quigley 3rd. Brian Kaufman with one of his best qualifying runs of the season in 4th. Thomas Delago in P5. Rule Thane will find himself in the number 60 Chevrolet in 6th. Sean Kostritza in the 46 is going to be P7. Kerry Moore, the title sponsor of this series, will roll off P8. Seven Crawford, a fast man, and he loves Chicago, will run off P9. And Trevor Zelani will roll off P10 in the 23. He seems to have a fast truck here tonight, Woody. This could potentially be one of the places that we could see Trevor get a win. But who are you looking for tonight?
Well, I'm kind of hoping some of my teammates there that I ran with down there in 8th and 9th there. Now they moved up to 7th and 9th or 10th there is Mr. Seven Crawford and Kerry Moore. I like to see old Kerry get one. He's itching for one. He's been close every time. So let's hope Mr. Kerry might get a win tonight.
Hoping he does get a win. He has been consistently fast, but has never been able to really close the deal at the end of these. Started on the pole last season, and I actually interviewed him before the race, and he went around on me. We'll stay away from doing that one this evening, but we do welcome all of you in to the chat. A lot of people wearing pink on these beautiful race machines. These Xfinity cars are all decked out in all that they can do. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, can't say it enough. Want to shout out pinkatfour.org. If you have a spare time, if we can put a race together for pinkatfour.org for the entire month of September. Lost my spot. Actually, it's October. For the entire month of October, I was right the first time. We will be doing give stuff on the pinkatfour.org, and at the end of the month, we'll come up with something to give back to the fans. Woody, pace car is about to be off. It's time to go green. Take us to the flag.
Here we go as we're coming to the start-finish line. There's the green flags getting ready to drop. And there they go. They're taking the green right. Now heading into turn one as we got Mr. Looks like McCartney heading towards the front. Now it's the 41 that's took the lead there.
41 takes
Looks
the lead
like
on the high
we got
side.
somebody in the wall back there, Terry. Oh, we got a crash going on in the back.
Have a big crash. Caution comes out. Caution number one. Caution number one happens here. That would be John Capps. We'll take a look here with the replay of what had happened. Looks as if, Kerry Cole,
no.
Trevor. Oh my goodness, big crash from the start. Started with the 23 TFR. TFR had a meltdown. Reese, you're in the chat, and yeah, I believe Byron was safe. He's going to move up in a good position. Take a look at Kerry Moore's machine. That's beat up there. Trevor is destroyed. Cole Thomas destroyed. Tony Wrestler, he's destroyed in the 233 Hooters machine. John Capps destroyed. A lot of destroyed race cars in the first lap here, Woody. Did you see that coming?
No, sir, I didn't, because a lot of them been out here practicing all week trying to get used to the track and everything. But thank God they got one fast repair, and hopefully that there is no more cautions, because if they're going to be out for sure.
Could potentially be out, but the front changed hands. The 41 of Sheldon Fettig will be the lead. Reese comes in here and says, Kerry Moore got loose. Turn one, lap one. I think I might have jinxed him again. Kerry Moore takes for a ride around this racing surface. Not surprised. sorry, Reese. I don't know. It started somewhere up there. Kerry gets loose, goes into the corner. Is it pushing hard too soon at a racetrack that's already slippery?
I don't know, but they're going to have to calm down and try to take their time. Let's get some laps on the tires there for sure. Warm them up a little bit, and then try to get some green flag laps in here for sure.
Green flag racing's where we're at. Shout out to a lot of people had a lot of damage in those incidents, Woody. You talked about the idea of only having one fast repair on this race night. Does that affect your mindset as a racer when you go out there and know that you only have one in the bank if you do have a bobble?
Oh, most definitely, because you want to stay out of trouble. You want to save that fast repair towards the end. You want to save your tires, save your fuel, but that fast repair is real important. So some of them had to use it right off at the bat, so they're going to have to take their time and stay back in the back and trying to stay out of trouble or get to the front and go.
Go, go, go is the name of the game. Looking at your leader right here. And I finally fixed it. I actually figured out what I did wrong, and I did a lot wrong. Sheldon Fettig was not your Beef Jerky Poll Award winner. That is a typo. But yeah, I figured out why I couldn't put people's names up there. Going through the field, resetting your top five. That's Levi McCarty on the outside, Fletcher, Quigley, Williamsport native out there, and Thomas Delago is going to be to his outside in that fifth place position. Brian Kaufman will be your fourth place driver. Sean Kustritza will be right there yonder in that 46. That John Deere green never looked so good, even when, they were singing about it. Very, very nice race truck under the lights. And under the lights racing is what we're all here for. Pace lights are off. They're coming off of the corner. It's almost time to go racing again. Green flag number 2 is going to come out on this field. Green flag's back in the air. We're racing once again at Chicagoland.
Here we go, Terry. We're going into turn one there. It's 41 takes the lead there and goes high there with 24.
Oh, a 10th turn to the wall.
Oh, Lord, another wreck. We can't get one green flag in tonight.
Oh, a 10th turn to the wall. The Peaches got creamed into the wall. 10 goes around. That machine is absolutely squished, rotten to the core, as they would say on the farm. We'll take a good look at what happened on this incident. Big big contact and a lot of play on words that you can do there. Man, I love this Peaches idea. So it looks like to me, Robert Doig was the initial spot of this accident. Let's see what happened on this one here. He just come down and shot into Brad.
He did, and I wonder if that Peaches car is stone free or not.
It's a good one. Christy Lynn says, "What's up, Fireball?" I'm sure you know who that is, Woody.
Oh, most definitely. That's my better half, my beautiful little wife out there that I love so much.
My beautiful wife's in the chat as well. Big fan, big supporters of the stream. We appreciate everything that you do. And tomorrow night, we're actually going to have something a little special. Mama Vols is actually going to be live on site when I do these races. It's going to come down and take care of me. My wife's gone for a week, and I'm not a big boy. It's very hard to take care of yourself. 77-7 has just a tad bit of damage on the back bumper. Big mover of the race so far. Byron Jones in the 55 is up 11 positions. Now make that 10 as 7 is hurt, but he will continue. A lot of big movers so far in this race. Bobby Narbaugh is up in the 006, doing a fantastic job. This is our young man. And man, what a guy! He's one of the best dudes out there, and he's holding his own in the 15th position. Cole Thomas has rebounded himself up to the 13th position, doing a whale of a job that he has for the TFR crew.
And look who's riding in 14s back there. Hey, I believe that be my son out there. Hey, Mr. James Woodard, the league owner there for sure.
And he actually has Wild Wing on his. It's a local Metro Nashville sponsor. Big shout out. He actually put a plate on the back tailgate. So we do appreciate. Show your local businesses off. If you are out there in the chat or you're a racer here, I encourage you. Put your stuff out there. We'll put it on the stream. You just send me an easy message. Get in the DMs. Let me know what you got going on, and we'll show that beautiful machine off. Look at that. The Wild Wing 03 Chevy Camaro James Woodard has on. Put them on there. Tag them in a post. Shoot your shot. And who knows, you could potentially be on here, and they might come on board and be your sponsor full time. That's how we got Peaches Gentleman Club. Brad made a truck, and I said, tag them. They tagged them, and last night we almost took that Peaches 3 to P number 1 at Talladega before I got unfortunately dumped. Sheldon Fedek still holds the lead. 7 laps have been completed. 2 cautions. We're going to take you on a quick side-by-side. We're going to go take a great look at our good friends at HMG Innovations.
Yeah.
We'll welcome you back. Pace lights are out on the iRacing Pace machine. 1 lap to green. They come around here. Woody, we're searching for the magical lap of green flag racing, and I think I maybe haunted the track a little bit when I entered the show talking about that Chicago has the worst football team, the worst baseball team. Pretty much the worst of everything. If you want to find the worst, go to Chicago. The only thing they don't have the worst is the best or the worst wrestler. They have the best wrestler in the world, that being CM Punk. Other than that, it's flat garbage.
Yeah. I wish he'd have been around. I wish CM Punk would have been around when I was doing that professionally. It'd have been cool to get to know that man because he seemed like a good guy.
Wrestling definitely would have been fun to see you in your prime, Woody. The cars on the track are wrestling the track itself. Green flag's about to be in the air. This is number 3 that the green flag will be waving. Sheldon Fedek has the lead. Green flag's back in the air. Lap 10 underway. They come into turn number 1, 2 by 2. A lot of Beef Jerky Unlimited trucks. And we have the Fairfield group. It is strength versus strength, top 4. 2 sponsors of the league, and we're hoping to see Kerry Morgan here as here comes the 24 Fletcher, the man I thought that could potentially win this race alongside Thomas Talago as the favorites coming in here. He's going to take the lead. Fletcher back up to P1, and we have a huge battle all the way back here with Tommy. 3 wide, Woody. Here comes Byron.
Yeah, here's Byron too. He's down on the apron there as he's heading down into the turn, and he's doing real good. He's in 8th place right now. And he's got 95 riding with him, so maybe you get a little draft there, and they can take and get around this track. Hey, I believe we got a green flag lap in, yes.
We did get a green flag lap in. Let's not commentator curse this one as they're 3 wide in the back. Here comes Dominic Previte. He has our Peaches on board cam as well. We have multiple onboard cameras here tonight that are brought to you by the amazing sponsors of this channel, whether it's HMG Innovations, 3 wide. Richard goes to the bottom. Dominic Previte looking to make a move. That Richard is doing a fantastic job in the Lightning McQueen 95. I'm just kidding. That is the Sim Works 95. It would be cool if it was a Lightning McQueen. He slides up in front of the 23. They almost made contact there. This is getting insane for a Chicagoland race. They're racing like it's Talladega.
Yeah, they need to kind of slow down, let those tires get warmed up, Terry, where they can take and get some sticking on that track there, you know. You got to let that get a little warm, you know, and then it'll stick to that track, and they'll get a good grip around the track, and they'll be able to keep it green there. So it look like we got some battles going on in the back there between like the 23 and the 95 was battling right behind Barron there.
23, 95 going at it, trying to make it with Robert Doig. He's trying to go 3 wide, but he couldn't get it. Not enough room on the racing surface to get it done. But we're taking to an aerial cam to just show you the width of this racetrack and all the cars that can separate here. It's a big challenge on what they got going on right here. See a battle right here between 7 and Rule Thane. The 77 and the 60 making bold moves to the front. Biggest mover so far, still Byron Jones. He's up 8 positions, slid back to 11th since the drop of the green flag, down 4. But he's doing a fantastic job as the leader. Showing you the gap here, that is what 0.7 of a second looks like on the racetrack itself. That is a huge margin. Fletcher is starting to walk the dog on these drivers, Woody.
Fletcher's done pulled out to almost a full second lead. 0.1 of a second ahead right now. As they say, Bartney and Kaufman and Tritzka. I'll get it right there. So they're kind of battling back there for second and third there. And Kaufman just passed McCartney there.
Sean Kostritza trying to make his way through the field. I got you, Woody. Don't worry. I know what you were saying, but the fans love you. You can mess all the names up you want. You are the fan favorite when you come on the stream and do races. Sean Kostritza jumps to the bottom of the 18. The bottom line seems to be the way to go. It is the most progressive move as he has Fanatec on his back bumper. John Deere, Fanatec go hand in hand, like something that I can't say on this stream, but they are doing a phenomenal job. Sheldon Fedek trying to make his way back to the front with Thomas Talago. And Woody, you raced here last season in the truck series. Was you able to get your way to the high side, and which lane really helped you progress the most throughout the run?
Bottom and the middle, that helped me more than anything. Especially when you let your tires get warmed up, you can kind of run the bottom and the middle, and you can go up to the top after a few laps. Let's say about 10 or 15 laps, you can hit the top side and it'll stay with you. But the bottom side is pretty much the fastest way around this track.
Bottom line seems to be the fastest way around the track right at this very moment. Is there any way possible, if you are one of these drivers back here that are side-by-side like Seven Crawford and Roel Thane, that you would potentially be able to find yourself at the top of this racetrack and fighting for the win?
Yeah, I would be back here saving my tires. If you look at 77, 7 and 77, he's running the mid to high line. So he's trying to save his tires for towards the end. And that way he'll take and get a little bit better run. If you keep your eyes on him, you'll see he'll run the high line most of the race here.
We'll go right here. We'll stay on the 77 of 7. He'll go side by side with the 43 of Cole Thomas. They get door to door, almost touch one another. But 7's going to get the run down the back straightaway due to the draft of the 60 of Rural Thane. A little damage to the rear end of that Ford Mustang. Is that going to affect his aero or his speed at a racetrack like this?
I think it affects his arrow a little bit on the right rear, but as far as that, he might get a little bit more downforce with that spoiler being up like that. It might push down a little bit more, but he's not going to fix that until the last thing he's got to do. He's not going to use the fast repair.
The link I just posted in the chat will be for the 41 to 41 Lit Show. You can catch that every single Tuesday evening live from the Peaches Gentlemen Club in South Georgia. Go give them a follow, give them a subscription, tell them Top Esports sent you, and I'm sure they would love to hear what you have to say. 77 doing a great job right here. Byron Jones and him have done a ton of practice over the past week to get themselves here, as the 23 of Trevor is trying to get his way to the front, but he can't get momentum. He's getting blocked. Woody, talk to me a little bit. Talk to me about how easy it is to block this racetrack up to stop the progression of somebody getting the run on you.
Oh, it's real easy. All you got to do is kind of move up just a little bit, and that'll take and block them out. But the biggest move I see right now is Mr. Kaufman in second place. He's done closed the gap to a little over a half a second, and he's getting closer and closer to Quigley.
He's getting very, very close indeed. We're staying back here on the back of the pack, but we'll take you up here to the battle for the lead. Battle for the lead has starting to heat up. You see Brian Kaufman, he's catching. He's in the wake of the draft. How big will the draft impact him, Woody, to get his top speed up? He's going just a tad bit faster as I'm looking at the board. He's rolling the corner at 165, 166 compared to 159. Is that just a product of him using his stuff up and Fletcher just wanting to save?
I think he's kind of pushing it a little bit there and going to kind of get the draft a little bit because he is getting a little closer and closer. He's getting a better off the turns, and he's trying to catch him down the straightaway. He's done moved up to less than a half a second now. He's catching him. He's in that draft, so he's catching up with him.
Going to go on board with the 0-1 of Brian Kaufman as he's running a half a lane lower, getting parts of the draft, getting parts of the clean air. Big, massive move of the race. If he can make this stick, they're both up 2 positions since the drop of the green flag. They started right next to one another, and they find themselves P1, P2. Defending Truck Series champion of Levi McCarty is going to be P number 3. Sheldon Fedek, Thomas Delago, Beef Jerky Unlimited teammates are going to be 4th and 5th on the race track at the moment. We're getting closer to seeing a fight for the lead happen as Brian Kaufman is running multiple different lanes. He'll go to the high side. He'll go to the bottom. He'll go every which way he can to find any square inch of this racetrack, Woody, that he could potentially get to make this run happen.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to get a little clean air, too. Now, you don't want to get too much dirty air, but he is catching him. He is catching Mr. Quigley. I mean, he is catching him quickly. And Mr. McCartney is kind of catching a little bit. He's still about a minute and a tenth behind, but he's gradually coming up too.
Every lap, about 4/100ths of a second is the faster time for Brian Kaufman. 4/100ths of a second doesn't seem like a big time in relations to the real world of how we use it, but 4/1000ths on a racetrack, Woody, that's the difference between winning a race and going home in P2.
Hey, you got that right. I mean, when I finished 5th in Daytona at the beginning of the season there, just catching up there and trying to make it to the front, that 1/10 of a second does make a big difference if you can get that 1/10 up there.
Big battle for the lead starting to happen. Fletcher washed up just a little bit, had to brake or let off the gas for just a slight second off of the exit of the corner. That's going to let Brian Kaufman inch his way closer. He picked up 0.2 of a second. Signature Esports in the chat says, get it. Signature, buddy, if you come out here, we would love to hear your voice on the beautiful Top Esports channel. Brian Kaufman still working his way up to the front of the pack. He's been marching. He's been consistently fastest lap time on the racing surface, 31.1. And he is faster than most other guys in the race. Only 2 other people have topped him, Woody, Fletcher and Levi, and they're within a measly 2 1,000ths of one another.
Yeah, they are. You know, it won't be long. They're going to be coming in for green flag pit stops here for long because we're at 30, almost 30 laps in, and some of these guys haven't pitted yet. So it's going to be for long. They're going to have to come in and take 4 Goodyear stickers.
We'll take a look at the rear roof cam to show you how much they're catching him, and the entire pack's catching him. I don't know if Fletcher's wanting to back off, conserve the tires, conserve a little fuel to maybe stretch this. Levi's going to go to the wall. You see Sheldon and Tommy, they're both lurking in the wings to get themselves there. You like what I did there? The wings joke? Yeah, you can go get some wings from Wing Shop.
Yeah, them wings supposed to be pretty good, James.
Yeah, wild wing. And look at there. Right in front of him is the 10 of Brad Kirby. He's running the Peaches on the board for us. And James is doing a fantastic job getting himself up here, but the battle for the lead still heats up as Brian Kaufman can't get his way to the front. He can get to the back bumper, but he can't seem to find a way around. What has he got to do as they're all there? They're all top 4 went from 3 seconds apart. Now they have all clicked back together.
Yeah, I believe that this Mr. Quigley up there is just tires just kind of getting old and everything. And Kaufman, he is coming up strong here. He's just got to race his race, stay where he's at, take his time. It will come, and we'll be seeing some green flag pit stops here for long.
Big checkups throughout the field. Fletcher still holds the lead, but everybody's
Caution.
checking up behind him. Caution, flag is out. Yellow flag number 3 has fell over this racetrack. Let's see if we can catch a good look at what happened on here. No replay, to my knowledge, of what happened, I believe. James Woodard. James Woodard would be the reason for the caution here today. Believe he tangled up with 7, has a little bit more damage on that racing machine. Let's see if anybody else has some throughout the field. Dominic Previte is clean. The 88 of Brandon Ward in this Jack Cassidy's Irish Pub machine is still on the lead lap in the 17th position. He has no damage. So 2-car incident brings out the yellow flag. The 03 with the majority of the damage in the Wild Wing Camaro is going to slot himself in the 15th position. But the fast repair was key, Woody. He has an opportunity to reset that and get back on the front, get back to the lead lap as Cole Thomas stays on the racing surface.
Yeah, we got a lot of them heading to the pits there. Fletcher and all of them, they're heading back into the pits there, and everybody's pitting. So we're trying to get those fresh Goodyear rubbers underneath their car there for sure, where they can catch up with the Peaches.
Bold
Gary,
move.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I was trying to jump in there, my man. What it looked like there, it looked like the 46 kind of came down, went up the racetrack, and slowed up the traffic on the outside of it, and just collected everybody there.
Yes, and for people that don't know who that voice is, this good man has doing double duty tonight. Doing double duty. Just came off of a stream and came over, and here he is. Top Esports calling some Graham Construction Xfinity Series racing. That's Signature Esports. He's in the chat. You can see him right there. Click his link. Give him a follow. Stay up to date. You can actually catch me racing on that channel. Weird to say, you can catch the broadcaster racing on that channel every single Monday night for the IVRL Racing League. And let's actually take you there. I'll show you what IVRL is all about. Let's gear everybody up for their favorite jingle.
NASCAR, let's go. IVRL, International Virtual. IVRL. Anytime that you hear your engine screaming, IVRL, yeah, you know we ain't streaming.
James and Seven.
And we're
got
back
him.
here to the Chicagoland International Speedway. Cole Thomas stays out. Pitted lap 1, was involved in the early incident. He comes back on the racetrack, and it is a lockout. TFR. There goes Trevor. He goes to P number 2. Big moves for TFR. Fletcher comes out 3. Brian Kaufman, Sheldon Fedek. Levi McCarty drops a couple positions. So does Thomas Delago. Woody, big shakeup in the top 10. How is this going to affect the racing, especially with the 43 of Cole Thomas staying out on old tires?
Could be another caution, but I think you're going to see Mr. Quigley and Kaufman and Levi heading towards the front with Tommy with them. They're going to be passing them.
Mr. Signature, it's very much a pleasure to have you on this channel and to finally get to call a race with you that goes right to the wheelhouse of what we both do. We both do great racing, especially the radio style is kind of how we run into it. And I appreciate the love that we got to do last night on your channel, and I appreciate the love you're giving back to us. This race has had 3 cautions so far. I'd like to recap you on what's been going on. And 1 leader, now make that 2 leaders on the day. What do you expect?
So the track temperature is what I look at here, especially for this fantastic racetrack, Chicagoland, super fast all the way around, especially in the Xfinity series. What I see out of this is I see that the 23 is going to have some fresh tires. He's got a little right rear damage on the back of that car. Might upset him a little bit. I think the 24 is going to go back to the front, and we're going to see some of the faster laps turn that you've already looked at so far.
Track starting to cool down. Racing is about to heat up as the pace car takes that beautiful dive down to pit lane. It's green flag racing again. We're racing at Chicago.
Here we go. We're going into turn 1, coming down through here, and we're getting ready to take and have a mess because 24 is coming strong, and so is the 01, and the I believe 41's right below him there, right behind 24, so they're heading towards the front. They're going to catch him.
43 holds the lead, but here comes the 24. He's dipping down to the inside. 23 is going to go. He's going to fall like a sack of peaches. Back to the back. 24 takes the lead. Here comes Sheldon Fedek to the bottom. Jason, they're racing side by side here. Old tires, new tires. This is a recipe for disaster.
43 is going to fall back. It does look like that the 41 of FedEx is going to be right there to the inside. That 01 of Kaufman being right there to the back quarter panel. The checkup is going to be very real. You're going to see 3 wide right here. 01 almost to the back bumper, trying to clear him here as they get into turn 3.
01 tries to make the bolt down there to the bottom, but it's not going to stick, and he makes it. He has a bold move. Brian Kaufman making money moves this evening, trying to get his first ever win in this series. Rule Thane going to make another pass. And Cole Thomas, Woody, doing a phenomenal job on these older tires. He pitted on lap 1. Everybody else pitted on lap 32. 31 lap different tires, and he's still holding his own, and he's in 6th.
He sure is, and he's doing a great job, too, so it's a kind of shock to see him running on old tires that good.
Still the biggest.
Seeing some of the faster drivers like Zirkle running his fastest lap of the race, according to my relative over there, 31.33. So he's catching air too.
Anthony Zirkle is catching air back here in the back. The 61 breast cancer awareness Ford Mustang. He's up 7 positions. Brandon Ward in the 88 up here in the 12th place spot. He is up 13 spots. Byron Jones up 11. A lot of these drivers catching some very good air and doing a fantastic job. And yes, big shout out to Miss Arlene. We appreciate you so much for being here, watching us on YouTube. All of our YouTube, Twitch people, we love you. Thank you so much for what you do. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're used to hearing Byron's voice in the chat. He's racing and he's doing a whale of a job. 8th place in his debut race for us. And I wouldn't be surprised, Woody, if he gets a win.
I tell you what, I talked to him earlier today, and he said he's after that win because he said, I want to get that 1 win. That way I know I can go to the playoffs. He said, I want that 1 win. He said, if I don't get it tonight, I'm definitely going to try to get it tomorrow night in the truck series at the Bristol Dirt Track.
Bristol Dirt Racing, Jason. That's going to be fun. But tonight we got a lot of drivers that are not going to be slipping and sliding as much as they will tomorrow night because the track has cooled down substantially. Levi McCarty's making a move up here to the front. If you're racing high line, bottom line, which way you going?
If I'm racing the midline here at Chicagoland. I don't go all the way to the bottom, especially if I'm trying to conserve tires. It seems like they had a couple of quick cautions early, and as they're moving forward, it does look like that midline is going to be the best factor to save tires. Look at McCarty utilize the high line over the 41 of Fettig. Fettig's trying to get any kind of draft here, but the 01's going to counter that and pull the draft of the 18.
18 gives a huge boost to the 01, as now the 01 says, hey, thanks for getting me by the 41. I want to go to P2 and get past you. He's going to get a huge shot off the exit of the corner, side by side for P number 2 as they put lap number 43 on the board. We're starting lap 4. I'm sorry, we're putting starting lap 42. 43 shows on your screen. Does it affect the car, Woody, when you see the leader running the bottom, third place running the high line, and second place just going wherever the air is?
I think the second place car, if he's on old tires, he is sure doing a heck of a job coming up towards the front because he is catching quickly. I mean, he is catching him. So, and he's running that high line, and he's saving his tires. So, but I see Levi's coming up behind him, but Levi's staying high. But there he comes. I believe he's going to catch him.
This would be massive for Brian Kaufman if he can get this win. He's been a huge member ever since he jumped in and started racing with us. It's been amazing to see his progression, and I'm sure, Jason, I'm sorry I actually said your name on here, but you came in, you started watching. Who have you been impressed by so far throughout this race that has progressively just made moves?
Well, what I've looked at so far, of course, I'm watching Mr. Zirkle back there, the number 61, but I'm also watching the 702 of John Capps. He's kind of been patient. Caution's going to come out here. It looks like Pravit's going to be, or Pravite. If I mispronounce your name, I apologize. The 39 is off track right there. One of the Peaches drivers.
Gonna take a look here with that machine. Let's see what happened to him as him and the 88 just make contact, and that's two big hits for the Peaches trucks tonight. Oh, and Brad Kirby gets him. Both Peaches trucks both creamed one another that time. Big contact for both of those machines. We'll go back and see how creamed they really are. I'm almost positive they're going to be out of this race. Dominic Previte is both going to be on pit road, him and Brad Kirby, and they're going to be sitting here for a while because Brad's already used his fast repair, Woody. I believe Dom has as well.
Yeah, I believe both of them have, and I hate to be listening to chat right now because I can barely hear it, but it is blowing up in there right now.
Green flag racing is what we've all been after, and man, this has been interesting as Brad Kirby, I believe, has exited stage left. He has disconnected. Too much damage for his number 10 Peaches Chevrolet, and the Peaches Chevrolet of Dominic Previte is still on pit lane trying to get any repairs that he can fixed. Big damage for all of them. James Woodard has yet to fix his damage as well. I believe he's saving that fast repair for later. He's going to be one lap down in the 23rd position. It's been a tough break all around for a lot of these drivers.
It does look like it is your lucky dog going around. It looks like the fifth. I think that was the 15 that was going around. Maybe
12 of Abram Moon.
Yeah, there it is. Abram Moon. I was looking at the race car coming around. I was like, I'm checking all the paint schemes out. I'm very impressed with all the paint schemes, liking all the pink that's out there. Very, very awesome to see. I think the best thing that happened during that run, especially with this caution, it gives the 24 a chance to reset. He's been running the low line, trying to defend just whatever line he could run. And Kaufman was just like what Woody was saying, Kaufman was coming. He was ready to pounce there on the inside or find any kind of way around the 24. So I think this will give an opportunity for Quigley to be able to reset and regroup and kind of move forward.
Well, I do want to welcome our new audience that's out there. a little bit of a different audience than what we normally have, but we do welcome the audience that we have. Feel free to comment in the chat. Talk about whatever. Let's have a lot of fun here, as I believe the 48, that would be the 48 of Joe Tardif, is getting one of his laps down. He would be 4 off the pace in the National Guard 48 breast cancer awareness machine. The Chevy having a strong night so far. 2 Chevys lead this race. One of the lone Toyotas, actually the one of 2 Toyotas in the field, Woody, having a strong run in third. But Woody, when is Levi going to get his first win? We see him dominate trucks, and then he comes to the Xfinity Series, and he's consistently top 5, but he can't punch the ticket.
I don't know. Tonight might be his night, but I'm still going to keep my eyes on that number 1 there, because if he hadn't pitted yet for gas or tires, and he's running on old tires and doing the job he's doing a most excellent job. But I like to see old Levi get one and see what he can do.
The 01 has pitted. He pitted on lap 32 with the rest of the leaders. Any takers on pit lane?
Dominic just left the pits.
He did use his fast repair to get him back on the racing surface, but he still had a little bit more to do. He's going to find himself in the 20th position, has a chance to rebound here. Puts a nice little raised peach on there as well. That's a nice little touch. Had that this morning for breakfast. Jason, this is kind of funny. We're on lap 48. They pitted 17 laps ago. Are you shocked nobody came down?
They ran. I'm shocked that from 10th on back didn't come down pit road. From 10th on back, that gives you an opportunity to come in and get that extra set of tires that you might have been saving for a longer run, and get yourself out, and especially if you're going to try to put any kind of pressure on some of the faster drivers up there inside the top 5. I am kind of shocked that they didn't.
Strategy could have been a money move for most of these top 10 drivers, but I tell you what the money move's about to be. The pace car is going to take that turn off of the racing surface. We're about to go back under green. 24:01, 18:41, 67:02, top 6. Byron Jones in 7th. Green flags back in the air. 24's hard on the loud pedal. Here comes the 24. 01, 41 gives the 01 a shot going into Wood, Woody.
Oh, yeah. Come into 1. 01 kind of going in the high. The middle line there is 18 drops low, and 41's kind of pushing him a little bit. But that 01, he's definitely coming strong.
Looking for the rear cam of the leader, Fletcher Quigley, doing a phenomenal job of holding off the field. Jason, it's kind of like a super speedway here. They're just pushing the fire out of one another.
I like the camera that you have up there. That camera right there shows just how much that you need to be stable, especially if you're the leader, because any room he's going to be able to give, that 01's going to be right there on the back bumper of it. Into the corner, the 01 really low here as he starts to apply the pressure to the 24.
24:01, battle for the lead. It has heated up. The track temp cooled down. Lap 51's on the board. We're racing for the lead. Fletcher has been dominant. He has had the fastest lap time. 01 takes it. He's consistent. Welcome to the lead. First lap's led of the night. 01, Brian Kaufman to the front at Chicagoland.
He's doing a great job. He's staying low and riding his line, trying to push 24 towards the top there a little bit as 41 drops in behind the 01.
Definitely going to be a little bit clear right here. The 24 still utilizing that high line. I talked about the high midline here at Chicagoland. Some of the fastest laps can be ran right there in the midline, especially utilizing the draft. He's going to wear the tires out down low, especially right next to that white line to 01. Taking over the lead nice and cleanly here. But look forward to that 24 to be able to utilize some of that tire saving mode now. He's not in the lead. He doesn't have to worry about it.
Almost went 3 wide right there with the 01 24 41, but they thought twice of it, kind of backed out of the gas there. Now it's going to be side by side for P number 3 as the 18 of Levi, and enter Byron Jones to the top 5, up 14 positions. He is rocketing his way in the Plan B Sales 55 Breast Cancer Awareness Chevrolet, doing a phenomenal job as he goes to the inside of Levi for 4th.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And also look back here in 6th place. You see Mr. John Capps, Ron Capps from NHRA's brother. Hey, he's heading up there strong too as he drops back 1 position and Byron moves up to 5th.
Does look like the 702 really trying to find his groove here. I talked about him just a little bit ago when you asked about a driver I was looking at. The 702 is one of those drivers. He is hugging that line, but he touches the bottom of the apron, shoots him up the track right there. He's going to exit with a little bit of less velocity than what he likes. 60 Thane right there on his tail.
Still blocking the racetrack, 41-18 side by side. Woody, are you taking it 3 wide right here if you're Byron? Do you chance it when you have the Matthew Fleming and the Beer Nuts number 8 on your back bumper as the 41 got loose? 55 goes to the high side drafting. Something you normally see at a restrictor plate track is happening right there. 55 clears himself up to P number 4, and this has been getting entertaining here, Woody.
Yeah, Byron wants this win so bad, and he is really pushing forward to it, and he wants to get it so bad that he is pushing it all out there. So I hope he does and has a great race.
Talking about that high line right there, that 55. You were talking about it earlier about how he wants this really bad. Well, he's utilizing a different line than everybody else. You're seeing a natural arc. He is high to midline, and he's passing cars.
He's making moves to the front. 18-24, stalling one another out, letting the field catch up. Now it is a 4/10 of a second lead to Brian Kaufman as he's running the high lane. Byron doing a phenomenal job so far as he's going to get to the outside of the 18, utilize the draft off the back bumper of the 24 down the back straightaway. It allows 3rd place to go side by side, in the highest place we've seen him all night will be 3rd. He is up 15 positions, could be 16 when he comes across the line, Woody.
Yeah, I think he's going to end up taking another place there. I think he's going to end up taking 3rd here before long, Mr. Byron Jones.
Terry, talk to me about this league, and you and Woody doing a great job over here. I kind of want to know. Talk to me about this league. What is the driver, and kind of where the standings are? Who is the one to look out for?
Man, the man to beat so far, it's been multiple people, actually. We've had a different winner every single race we have been on the racing surface when it comes to the Xfinity Series. One of the closest finishes we've ever had, John Capps takes the victory at Daytona. And then we go in and we see the TFR guys. They have been strong as well. A lot of great teams. Beef Jerky Unlimited guys with Tommy Delago come off of a massive win last week in this series. The 41 has a win of Sheldon Fettick. The only one that surprised me the most is Levi. He's our defending champion in the truck series, and this 18 has yet to find victory lane in the next series up. And he's openly admitted that he has not been one of the best guys in these cars, but he's been working diligently to get himself to the front to make his cars better. But this league is full of untapped potential, and it's good to bring it to everybody live right here on Top Esports, because these guys, if they ever tried out and put open setups in it, I think they could go in and shake up some of the Coke Series stuff.
Something I'm impressed with right now, and this is a testament to Woody. Congratulations on a successful league. As 55 kind of in and out right there, he's up to 3rd. It's nice to see that the drivers here are able to carry 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. They're 2x2. They're able to jostle for position. And it's exciting to see. Xfinity Series racing to me is probably it's a driver's kind of car. You have to be able to manage your tires, manage your throttle, and manage what your car's doing over not only long green flag racing, but at the end of the day, be able to know that once that car goes around, you're able to save it, and you're going to be using your wheel more than you're going to be using that throttle.
the one guy I've been kind of shocked with so far is Abram Moon in this number 12. Got a little bit of damage in the Fairfield 12. This Ford, I expected him to be up here. I thought that he would be one of the guys that would be contended for this win, but he finds himself in the 15th position. He did not qualify. He got caught up in the early accident, missing the rear end. I think he's waiting for his fast repair to get up here and maybe mess around and do something. But he's got 2 races that he's going to do, and I believe he's going to jump back up here in the booth with me. Another very talented young man, as 63 laps have been completed. Brian Kaufman pulls out to a 4/10 of a second lead over Fletcher Quigley. Levi McCarty is going to be in P3. Sheldon Fettick goes to 4th. Byron Jones slips back to the 5th place position. That is your Fairfield Motorsports update for your top 5 as lap number 64 goes on the board. Woody, green flag pit stops could be happening any moment now. Do you see them splitting this up? Is this a one-stop race to the end?
I believe they're going to end up trying to get it to one stop. They're going to try to take it as far as they can to at least 1 or 2 laps left before they have to pit for sure. And I want to also give a shout out to Mr. Robert Narborg. Hey, one of the oldest guys I know out here racing with us out here in the 006. You know, he said he could wish he could put V6 on there because that's what he's running most of the time. But hey, he's 78 years young and then out here racing with all these young fellas. He's doing the most excellent job, and he's moved up to 17th, so he's up 8 places from where he started at.
17th position, battling with the 88 of Brandon Ward right in front of him. And Jason, we talked about potential pit strategy when it came to the top 10. Nobody took advantage of that pit cycle but this guy, the 95 of Richard, saving those tires. Hasn't made a ton of moves to get his way to the front, but he came down pit lane.
He did, and when he came down to pit lane, he also got some damage repaired. So he was in it for 29 seconds on pit road, and in his pit stall. So he took tires. He got a little bit of damage repaired. You see a little right front damage right there on the corner panel of that. So he got a little bit taken care of. I think he's probably biding his time. You're going to see this driver in the lead at some point or another, unless he decides to come with the leaders.
That would be an interesting move that he would make right here. You see some of the biggest movers so far. Robert Doig, he's doing a fantastic job in this Beef Jerky Unlimited 89. The Camaros have been strong. It's virtually a lockout of the top 10, minus the Toyota of Levi in 4th and 7 Crawford in 10th. In the Ford, Chevy seemed to have the power, Woody.
Yeah, but Toyota, I think, just took the lead. Quickly just took over the first place over Kaufman there, as we was talking there. So the leader has been changed to number 24, Mr. Quickly.
Fletcher takes the lead in the 24 Chevrolet. Little William Byron look with the Fairfield Auto Group.com machine. And Brian's starting to fall off. And Jason, this could be a huge blow. Is he potentially saving it, or did he just burn his stuff up, hoping to lead as many laps as he could?
To me, what it looked like, he was going pretty hard there early on. He had about a 7/10 second lead over the field, and Quigley just it seemed like he changed his lane, managed his tires, and now he's back out front. Now you do have the 41 of Sheldon Fettig right there. He is starting to creep in the picture, but I do think the 01 burnt his stuff up because he's fallen pretty hard now, and he's pretty much feeling like he's stuck up against the wall.
Some of the best.
I believe he's fixing to come into pits, Terry.
He is pitting.
Coming into pits.
He is lap number 69 and coming down to pit lane. And Jason, you ask about the league. We have some of the best fuel savers and tire savers we have here. The Beef Jerky Unlimited guys have been some of them. The 41 of Sheldon. He finished P2 last week to Tommy Delago and was able to save and was able to stretch his tires all the way through there as their 2x2 side draft goes on down the back straightaway. A little diamond arc. You were constantly turning at the Chicagoland Speedway. No straight lines here. 41 takes the lead. 24 is coming down pit lane.
24 made the right choice there, I think. What do you think? Woody coming in right after? Does that put him out? How far do you think that they're going to try to stretch it here if there's another caution? Did they have another tire? Tell me what their tire strategy here. I didn't get to see how many tire sets they have.
I think they got 4 sets, total of 5, the ones they started with, and 4 additional, which we usually run. And I believe 41's going to be coming in here right now. Yep, there he comes. He's slowing down to coming in pit road now. So there's going to be a bunch of green flag pit stops. And
Sheldon missed it.
caution out.
Sheldon missed
Yes,
pit
yeah.
lane. Caution flag waves.
That
Yeah,
was the move right there.
Yep, he's decided not to take it because of caution.
88, Brandon Ward is the person that caused the yellow flag. This time he's slow on the back straightaway. Don't have a replay for you, but he has a ton of damage. That Jack Cassidy's Irish Pub Chevrolet is beat up like a leprechaun for his gold. Can't catch a break, but John Capps, the recipient right here, Sheldon Fedek, keeps his position, but John moves to second, and this is a massive blow for the field, as now they're on a different sequence than everybody else.
You're gonna have drivers coming off pit road here that are gonna be a lap down because of being on pit road and maybe in their stall. It looked like there with the 88 of Brandon Ward, it looked like he was running a different line and he was right there behind our 06, our good friend Bobby Narberg, right there. It looked like he just got into the back bumper of him and kind of turned him a little bit there. So that's where the damage comes from, and it ends up off of the track.
Cole Thomas stays on the racetrack, and so did the 06 is in. Cole Thomas stays out. Byron Jones stays out. Levi McCarty stays out. They're going to potentially try to take the wave around here. A lot of these drivers that did come down pit road lost a lap. And unfortunately, that's racing. Some of the great people that have had great runs tonight can't finish where they did because of the yellow flag. 41 still holds this lead. And this was a big break for the 41, Jason, and the fact that he was not going to be on sequence with Fletcher. He came down pit road a lap later, and then the caution comes out. He gets to keep the position and not have to worry about him stretching his tires.
We'll have some free pass cars here, but I tell you what, the 41, that was a smart move. He saw the caution come out. He pulls away from the commitment cone and finds himself in the lead right here. Another driver that benefited from that as well, who was starting to think about coming down pit road to 702 of Caps, is in second. Now that right there is a big benefit for John in that 702. It's just it's all about strategy, and when you come to pit road, you kind of always expect the worst, hope for the best, but expect the worst. And a caution coming out when you're on pit road, especially when you're completing that green flag pit cycle, it'll put you a lap down. And now you're hoping, as McCartney, Jones, Zirkle, and Kaufman, they're looking for a free pass here. That you're hoping for another caution for anybody behind there that's a lap down.
Yeah, they are. I want to thank the new followers of the channel. Brady Christopher, thank you so much for following the channel. William Wistopher Chrislams, thank you for following, and D. Sorrenti, thank you. We'll reset your top 5, and we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors from Fairfield Motorsports.
Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville is your weekend adventure headquarters. Get out and do more. If it's fast and fun and brings smiles to faces year-round, we have it. Our huge showroom is stocked full of new and pre-owned Yamahas, Kawasaki's, Suzuki's, Kymco's, and Argos. Plus, Fairfield Motorsports is the area's only Traxxas retailer, the fastest name in RC, and we have all the parts and accessories to go with them. For all the coolest toys for big girls and boys, visit Fairfield Motorsports in Montoursville, your weekend adventure headquarters.
See that you can get all your great RC needs, racing apparel, and just outdoor stuff. Head on over to fairfieldmotorsports.com. Visit them and just, hey, tell them we sent you. Tell them you love Top Esports so much that you went over and checked them out. We'll reset your top 5 here. Sheldon Fedek is your race leader. John Capps in the 702. Rule Thane in the 6077 of 7. Crawford. Matthew Fleming is going to round out your top 5. Robert Doig is going to be in the 6th place position in the 89. Fletcher Quigley into the 24. He's P7. Richard is going to move to the 10th place, or the 8th place spot, up 10 positions. Tony Ressler puts himself in a good spot, and Sean Kostritza rounds out your top 10. For the guys who were up front a while ago, Woody, we talked about this over the break, as for some reason SDK is wanting to be weird with me right now. Sorry for that. Levi McCarty, Byron Jones, Anthony Zirkle, and Brian Kaufman were all trapped on pit lane when the caution flag flew. So unfortunately, there they are in the back of the field.
Oh, Lordy. And you're going to see some racing now because that 01 and 41 is going to be heading towards the front, and the 702. They're all going to be heading up there.
They're looking for a free pass here. And as they look for the free pass, they're going to be single file, so the restart's going to be single file. They're going to be looking at any kind of advantage they can get, especially they're going to be behind all the lap traffic. They're going to be behind everybody. So the lights are going to go off the pace car. He's going to release the free pass cars here. That's going to play a big factor. These guys are used to being up front, being able to race around each other. Now they've got a lot of travel to do to be able to work through the field. They're going to have to do it in the quickest time possible.
Yeah, so 01 does take the lucky dog there, Terry. He's coming around for the lucky dog pass, so he's going to be getting that for sure. So he'll be back up there in the contentions on the lead lap now.
75 laps are in the book. I know Mama Zerk's watching. Your baby boy is on the screen. We love to see what he brings, as we'll take the roof cam with him. We'll take a look at the breast cancer awareness ribbon. I tell you folks, and I hope that Jaden Gimble's still in the chat. peakitforward.org is the one of the best places to donate to in this time for breast cancer awareness. Let's show the love to people that had it before and show it back to people that are dealing with it now. You're not in this alone. We're all right here with you. We'll reset this as we're about to go green flag racing. Sheldon Fedek is going to be the control car. It's time to go racing. Green flag back out. Put lap number 77 on the board of 125. It's race time once again at the Chicagoland Speedway.
They turn into turn 1 as 41 goes high, and 60 is coming down low, and John Capps is holding it up there in third place on the high line.
Don't count it out just yet. Down to the what I like about Chicagoland, it's not a straight. It's always turning. It's a curved backstretch. They call it a D-shaped, but I call it. Hey, move out of my way. I'm going to use that roll if I have to. 702 to third, 77 and the 24 right behind each other. The 8 of Fleming trying to utilize the inside line on the front stretch.
3 wide down the front straightaway. Incredible racing between the 223, 23, and the 95. As contact's made, 95 goes around. He's saved it in Chicago. Caution flag comes out anyhow. Oh, and the 16 wipes him out.
More contact, and that's part of the problem here at Chicagoland. It's a great racetrack, but when you get spun or you get turned and everybody checks up, you go from, especially in the B cars, the Xfinity cars, you go from 184 miles an hour and you let off that throttle, you're at 155, 150, and it really, really brings you back, and it's hard to check up, and that's kind of what you're seeing there.
What a hard incident to happen.
Looked like he got turned. The 16 looked like he got turned. He's 5 laps down, Ethan Woodward, and looked like he got loose, hit the wall, and came down and got 95.
The 16 was checking up because of the caution. The 01 was coming around the corner. He was still at speed, got right to the back bumper. So we're going to be looking at the 01's front nose here, especially when he was trying to work through the field here to get back to the front. That 01 might have some nose damage.
Might have some nose damage, but one guy that asked me to bring him in the booth for just a moment or so, and we'll get a good look at his machine as he is on the racetrack. Going to talk about the sponsor he has here. This would be Mr. Brandon Ward. Let me find him in this footage. Brandon Ward, Terry Radford, Jason from Signature Esports, and the amazing Fireball Woody. Talk about the sponsor you got there. You got a good one with Jack Cassidy's.
I do. The building is always ecstatic, just amazing all-around people, week in, week out at that building. I love going down there to watch some football games, some basketball games, just whatever the sports may be that week.
Tell us more about what they do and how they impact the community and where they're located.
So they're a sports bar. They kind of impact the community because I feel like I'm writing an essay with this one. Hang on. Let me get off paper right here. So they impact the community with the just friendly staff. The menu's very cheap. They're located in a small town, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, which is like 5 minutes from me here. So figured it'd be good to bring them onto the community here.
Well, Pottstown, Pennsylvania, where you at? Holla if you hear me, to quote the great Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner. Thank you so much to Signature Esports, who puts that in the chat. Go over there and give them a shout. Show them this footage. We're here to love you, and we're here to love one another. But Pottstown, Pennsylvania, we're shouting you out on the stream, and every week, hopefully, we get one of these drivers to put a small town, local community restaurant, bar, club, whatever. Show us your towns. We would love to see it. Brandon Ward, thank you so much for being the spotlight tonight with the Jack Cassidy's Irish Pub Chevy.
And if you're in the Jack Cassidy's area, I went ahead and looked up their information. Area code 610-970-0500. You can also go to their website, jackcassidyirishpub.com. That's where you're going to be able to find them out. Find them on Facebook. I'll put the link in the Twitch chat. Thank you for everybody out there. What a great cause. Awesome.
Awesomeness to put different towns on the board. Something that kind of got started up randomly out of nowhere when Brad Kirby put the Peaches Club on his. We said, wait, we're on to something. Let's spotlight individual towns, and maybe, just maybe, we can get enough traction out there where all these local small dive bars and just lovely, wonderful places. We'll see what we're doing over here on the iRacing world, and we can make a difference in every single community that we have. We have people from all over the United States and Canada that race here in this series. But while we are under the yellow flag still, we're going to take you over here for breast cancer awareness to pinkatforward.org. Green flag racing, and this time I didn't let the SDK go away. I got to start paying more attention to when I open a property. 41 holds the lead. We see Rule Thane for the first time in the top two. 702 of John Capps. 77-7 Matthew Fleming, top 5. This is going to get very interesting, as our friends below say, mucho interesting, or however they say it. Can't speak Spanish very well. Green flag is going to come back in the air. If anybody does speak Spanish, please put that in the chat for me. 41's hard on the loud pedal. 702, they're both teammates, are going to go hard onto the gas. 60's going to get a great run going into one, Jason.
41 to the high line, cuts off to 60. I wouldn't say cut him off. He just got a great run right there. Able to utilize the natural arc onto the backstretch. He's going to have a 0.2 of a second lead. 60's going to gain here. 702 to the inside of the 60 into 3. Woody, where are they going?
Heading in the turn right there, and I tell you, the one to look out for is that number 7. Now, Mr. 7, he has come up. Oh, Lord, how many places has he come up? He is up 4 places from the start, and he is doing a great job. He's bringing that breast cancer truck hard towards the front.
Normally see him running the goldfish scheme, but he swapped it for the breast cancer awareness. Put the pink all over that machine. 24 side by side, 2 by 2 they go. 7 getting a battle to the outside. The TFR machine of Matthew Fleming in the 8 has had tough luck so far. Every time he gets close to the win, it seems to slip out of his fingers. Tonight could be different. Lap number 85 is on the board of 125. We're getting awful close to the end, and there's a lot of different comers and goers tonight, Woody.
Yeah, 24 goes high there. 702 goes low, Mr. John Capps, as they came into the turn there. And looks like John and 24 is trying to stick together and trying to make a move towards the front.
I told you that we were going to see some of the fastest laps, and now the 18 turns a 31-second flat lap here, and that's the fastest lap of the race according to my books as I see it here. Running, Levi McCartney really pulling from the back to the front. That caution helped those lap down drivers that had to take the free pass whenever they were trying to pin under green.
Did help them, and my mom comes to the thing. Muy intereste is how they say it down below. So thank you so much for the wonderful Spanish lesson. We might have to start that trend too. Spanish words of the day and how we can say them to diversitize this league. 18 gets a massive run on the outside of the 702 of John Capps, and here comes the 7707. Man, that's a tongue tire. I'm glad you don't have to do that on signature. He gets a run to the outside. He's going to jump past the 702 of Mr. John Capps, but that 18's flying. He's a pissed off rocket.
He came from the back to the front. Woody, he's taking your name and putting it to good use.
Yeah, he is. Hey, gotta go. You know, you're talking about words of the day. Hey, mine is no español, habla English.
18 to the back bumper to the 60 of Thane. Quigley there in second. It does look like a natural line for the 60, but the 18 utilizing that midline with these brand new tires. I say brand new tires, but realistically, they went really quick into that caution, and now they're really pressing the bumper. He's going to be there. You're going to see him battle for third very, very quickly. He's going to get right to the back bumper of the 60 on this turn.
Man, I'm sorry I had to take a break right there. Got a little bit of the laughing calls. Thanks, buddy. What's interesting? 24's battle for the big contact. 24's in the wall. Fastest car race in the wall. He pancaked his way to that one. James Woodard says in the chat he's parking, getting tough break for Fletcher as he did make slight contact with the 41. The back bumper of the Beef Jerky Unlimited machine met the front end of the Fairfield Motorsports machine, and the 18's coming. He is coming. P number 2. He's trying to get around Rule Thane, who barely clears him.
Slide job from the moon.
18 looked like he got loose there.
He dropped below on that front stretch. You don't really want to drop below the apron of the B car. If you do, you're risking a chance there. And he pulled a slide job that I've only seen on dirt tracks. He was 3/4 of the way sideways, getting up in front of the car and shut down that 60. And now look at him; he's catching the 41 again.
Side by side for the P3 position. 7 Crawford making very quick work of the 60, and now the 60 says, not today. He goes to the outside. It's going to be side by side down the back straightaway off of turn number 2. He's going to get the run off of the back bumper of the 18 of Levi McCarty. The Toyota starting to make some noise. Welcome him to the party. Welcome him to P2. He's looking for more. He wants to win, but he's surrounded by Beef Jerky Unlimited teammates 1 and 3. Woody.
Hey, yeah, if you look back in 7th place, you'll see the man that was leading for the longest time, Mr. Kaufman there. He has done come from the rear all the way up to 7th place and is moving on down the line.
Quigley's trying to react to what happened there. He did rebound really well, so he's still battling with the 0-1 right there. These two, this is the race to look out for. I mean, we still have a lot of racing left to go. And, a little contact.
Whoa.
Contact was made between the 01 and the 24. Side draft almost went completely wrong. 2 fast cars almost took apart for the garage. 43 is going to make an outside move. Cole Thomas, the Canadian, one of the Canadians in the field, and now the lone Canadian in the field, trying to make a run back to the front. He wants to start leading some of this race. He's up 3 positions since the drop at the green flag. 30-ish laps remaining here. No, sorry. Yeah, something like that. Math isn't my subject. They're 2x2. 24, 43. 24 made a strong rebound. He dropped all the way back to the 15th position, and now he's fighting for the 7th spot. And that was only a lap ago, boys.
43 is killing it, man. 23 of Trevor Zelazny is killing it as well. The 0-1 falling hard here, as I think he's just trying to regroup and find a line that he wants to run around. 46 of Kostritza right there, man. Oh man, I'm kind of impressed with him. You were talking about him earlier, but he is riding that wall like he owns it.
Woody, he is riding the wall, and he's doing a phenomenal job up there. He's starting to get up and catch Robert Doig. He's catching Trevor. All of these guys that have been fast. So he gets to the back bumper of the 89. 89 saves it. 01 gets to the back bumper of the 46. Bumper cars at Chicago.
Wow. Talking about them and bring out the curse, and they tap each other. 36, he's doing a great job there. Just hope he don't want to go cut no grass tonight.
I hope he doesn't cut any grass, but he definitely cut the back bumper of the 40 or of the 89, cut it all the way up. Maybe cut a couple fuel lines while he was in there. The John Deere wanting to plow the back end, but not too crazy as the battle is still heating up here. The 18 is dropped back to the third place position. The 60 gets around him, and now it is a hornet's nest from second to the fifth place position. Everybody's on top of one another, and they're trying to go three wide.
Crawford to the 77 is going to have a run on the 18 here on the front stretch. Across the start finish line, that mid-high line working for him. The 18 was utilizing it, and I think he burned up some of his tires trying to get into it. He might be trying to save getting into the latter part of this race. That 77 really making it work, but the Beer Nuts number 8, he's hot on his tail as well.
Yeah, he's doing a great job there as he comes up behind the 77 there, Mr. 7. He is making a good charge there. 8's going low right now. He's heading down that way, and it looks like he might try to overknock me. Backed off and getting back behind him.
Could this be, as we have pit stops? Pit stops happening. Here comes the 18, the 24. Was Anthony Circle Crash caution. Flag is out.
Don't hit your pit stop.
Oh, don't hit him. Oh, Lord.
61 wanted to come down to the pit lane. He makes hard contact. The 95 gets into the back bumper of that Mustang, and that stallion is cooked. It is absolute cooked. He gets very hard into the outside wall, crinkled. Mama Zerk is not going to like this result tonight, but another green flag pit stop cycle broken due to the yellow flag.
Well, they committed to pit road. They could have came off of pit road, but they chose to go ahead and take that pit stop, so they went ahead and did so. I think they're trying to bank on another caution happening. The 24. I think everybody comes to pit road, so there'll be a free pass again here as they start to approach what seems to be the 25 to go, the hardest portion of this racetrack.
Woody, this gets interesting. Levi in the 18, 24 Fletcher, doesn't have the pit. Everybody else makes that hard turn down, but 2. They have fresh tires, no laps, and they've been faster than the field. Recipe for disaster or brilliance and luck on behalf of the defending Truck Series champion and Fletcher?
I think that they still going to have one of them's going to get a lucky dog. And I think the 7 of them's going to come back out up very close to the top when they come back out. But 18 or 24, there goes one car. 48 looked like Joe Tariff or whatever his name is, just went around to get a free lucky pass maybe. I don't know what he was doing going past the pace car there.
You are right. They are one lap down. That is your leader. That is your leader. Pitted on last lap 72. Trevor Z sits himself up in the lead for the first time today. TFR pulling some strategy out, hoping to secure this win tonight, win one of the season potentially, and we would have 6 different cars. We could set the record tonight. We've already set the record. We could reset the record. We added at 5. Now we can add it to 6 if we can pull a win off of anybody other than Sheldon. The rest of the top 7 has not had a win. 23 comes down pit road. Sheldon takes the race lead. Rule Thane will be P2. And while we're under this caution flag, we'll take you over and we're going to show you IVRL again.
NASCAR, let's go. IVRL, International Virtual. IVRL. Anytime that you hear your engine screaming, IVRL, yeah, you know we out here streaming. Loud mother rubber, harder than a demon. Climbing up the peak, and to catch my double meaning. Cloud 9,
Thank you for joining us here for the Graham Construction Xfinity Series live on Top Esports. I'm Terry Radford, joined in the booth by Jason from Signature Esports and Fireball Woody, the man everybody has churned for to get in the booth again. He's back 2 nights in a row. We'll be here tonight, and then tomorrow night we'll take you dirt racing at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Can't wait to see how that goes, slinging mud and slinging checks, because tomorrow I believe there's some rumors about another giveaway. Not 100% sure, but just rumors floating out there. Don't forget, we'd like to thank Graham Construction. If you have any residential or commercial needs, contact Graham Construction. That would be Mr. Kerry Moore. I'll put the link out there in the chat and his number. Personal direct line. Ask for Kerry Moore when you get in touch with him. Does a fantastic job. I can't wait to see what happened. Reese Kelva jumps in the chat and says 23 played it smart, caught on pit lane, switched to just rolling through. Abram Moon parked it, no right side tires left, sadly. Got caught up in a couple accidents, and he parks it for the night. Bold strategies all the way around. Everybody comes down pit lane. It's about to get wild, Woody.
Yeah, it is. It's about to get real wild since the caution lights are out on the pace car. We fixing to go green here, and we got some good drivers up there in the front there for sure. 41, 67, 7 Fleming, whatever 46 his last name is. Here we go. Green flag. We're racing again.
Green flag's back out. 41 gets a great jump. 60 is going to be to his outside. He's going to get pushed up in front of him. 77-7. He's trying to make a run to the inside of Rule Thane. Going to be a shootout. 23 laps remaining here of 125. Have we seen the ends of the cautions yet, Jason?
No, it just happened, actually.
I-
Kostritza, Mr. Kostritza just happened right there. The 46 was a little bit free off the corner. 702 gets into him. And I tell you what, I'm sure you bring that replay up. You'll see that brand new tires are a huge factor here. The 702 helping the 46 down to the bottom, and that just kind of turns everything around.
What a save. I have to commend the save. And actually, I'm going to go to him. Where is he at? Mr. Kostritza. Let's find Mr. Kostritza, because that was
a little grass.
Phenomenal. Let's pull him on down here. Give him the save of the race move. Sean Kostritza, it's the booth. What's up?
How's it going?
Well, I mean, the John Deere Camaro got to mow a little grass here tonight. Great save.
Hey, man. I tried. It's been kind of a wild race all night. And, yeah, probably just going to try to fight back here. Race ain't done. We got 22 laps. Still plenty of time. Probably going to have a few more cautions. So, hey, man, just going to try to hard charge towards the front.
It's Sean, Jason over at Signature Esports. It seemed like fresh tires right there kind of made you go around just a little bit too I would say aggressively, but really slows you up. Hard to get drivers to get around you and check up. Does that play a big factor on the B car, or is it kind of just all over the place right now?
Well, I'm kind of having a hard time hearing you guys. There's a lot of radio chatter, but no, I got a little bit of help there in the left rear too, and kind of got it collected back up and just kind of went back around. So.
Hey, Sean, hey, this is Fireball Woody over here. Hey, good luck, and I wish you the best and kind of stay out of trouble there. So let's see if you can bring that John Deere up towards the front.
Heck yeah, man, that's the plan. Just having a lot of fun tonight. Gonna try to keep it off the wall, and it's been wild so far. So hope the fans at home are enjoying a great show, and we're gonna put on the best show that we can.
All righty, well, thank you there, and you have a great race. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Hope I moved him to the right to the right spot. They were supposed to move him. That is Sean Kostritza and Abram Moon gifting Jakey615 a subscription. That is subscription gift number 15 from Mr. Moon. Thank you so much, sir. We are indebted to what you do for the channel. Pace lights are still on. 105 on the board. Mayhem for the win. Teammates leading it, 7 in third. He's been known to go after it. Matthew Fleming searching for his first win and TFR's first win of the season. I'm sorry, not first win of the season. Cole Thomas was the first winner of the season, but Matthew Fleming's looking for his first win of the season. Brian Kaufman rebounded. Byron Jones is there. John Capps is there. There's a lot of big-time players. It could get, as Abram Moon says, a madhouse in the chat.
Oh, it's going to get bad. There's 20 laps to go and right now, and they still got one more lap to go for the double file restart. But you're going to see from third place back, they're going to be coming hard. They're going to be trying their best to get towards the front. I think if they didn't take a pit stop there, I probably would if I had a set of tires, because this last 20 laps is going to be a great race.
Looking at Anthony Zirkle and the 23, those guys are on the freshest of tires, not necessarily any more better. But Trevor, and somebody said it out there in the chat that the 23 made the right move there. I completely agree. He was coming down to pit road to make his green flag pit stop, but chose to drive through, come back around, stay on the lead lap. Now he's not having to worry about that. He's right where he needs to be. He's right where he is going to be trying to not really necessarily be as aggressive as you would think, but the MK2 aerospace Chevy right there, I think he's going to be coming. That's the driver I'm looking at right now, the 23, and his strategy.
Going through your top 10 with your at driver cams this evening, taking you through trying to do something a little different. Pace car is very close to coming off of the racing surface as they go through the D-shaped backstretch and this wonderful racetrack, and it's provided some great racing tonight. 28 of you still out there in the chat. We do appreciate everything that y'all do. Comment in there and tell me who you think's going to win this race, because we're supposed to be professionals and we have absolutely no idea. 41.
Anybody in the lead lap.
Yeah, pretty much. Anybody on the lead lap. Pace car takes that turn off of the racetrack. Green flag's back in the air. 18 laps to go. It's racing time.
Yeah,
Better get inside, man. Look at him run. He pulled that same move that he did last time, able to get that advantage over the 60, and now Thane to the outside 77 making a move with Crawford there. Woody, you talk about these drivers, and I know that you've got the utmost respect for them, but 10 when they get down to 10 laps to go, is it aggressive goes around?
It's a free for all. I mean, you're gonna see some crazy driving going on. And I guarantee we'll probably have another caution before we get to 10 laps to go.
This could potentially be one of the best finishes as Seven Crawford tries to get his way to the racing lead. He is right there. He can smell it. He can taste it. All of his senses are going. He knows he has a shot to win this race here tonight. He is a Chicago native, if I am not mistaken. He has the opportunity to do that. Seven Crawford takes the race lead off of turn 4. He leads them for the first time. Ford to the lead. A crazy of all things that have happened. I talked so much crap on his city, and he could potentially go out here and win this race.
Yeah, he's coming from the Windy City for sure. You know, he loves his Chicago Cubs, the Chicago Bears, but you know, hey, the Packers and the Titans are one of the best. Oh, he gets into 41, gets into 7. Oh, what a save. Come on, save it. He's going to save it. Ah.
What a save.
Save.
Ah,
no.
and they're all.
And they're wrecking.
They're
Oh,
born.
we talked about it. There they are.
Oh.
You need my helicopter. That's exactly what you need. You need my helicopter award for that one. The 23 up and over, inside, outside, flips his socks, hangs them on the line, and says, I'm done.
Holy mess. Let's unwind this. Let's try to unwind this. Let's start here. Here we go with starting this. 01 gets the back of there, and then all hell breaks loose behind them, and then everybody goes around, and I couldn't tell you where else we're going here, but I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rewind this and try to break this one down, because this was a wreck for the ages. If I could pause this.
There we go.
23. That is it's unfortunate for that driver right there, Mr. Zelazny. He just, I was rooting for him. Look at him. Yeah, that was perfect shot right there. I just watched that. The 23 up and over the 43. Everybody trying to battle back and forth here. But, I mean, the collection plate, the offering that they have here is just absolutely insane.
We're going to ride on board right here with this and show you the save and then calamity. All hell. Mayland breaks loose. 95 gets a big shot from the 24, and it just continues here. The wrecking did not stop. We could not keep them straight. 702 comes out. We'll go on board with a couple other machines. We'll go on board with the 95. This is a lot to break down as it all happens. Right here, 77 gets loose. 01 comes up into the 20, the 43, 43, 23. Everybody's wrecking. Go from the blimp cam here. We'll take a look at this from the aerial view.
Looks like the 23 probably needed less of a ramp there, and he almost went up and over the catch fence for an immediate reset.
That is your helicopter award for the day.
There it is. I'm going to send you what I use for that so that way you can throw it in your stream. My helicopter, I love that helicopter. I created that a long time ago. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. That's called full send, and where you land is pretty much where the dime goes.
Well, my goodness, there's so much to unpack, and what just happened there, because a lot of good cars gone. 48, 88's on pit lane. Fletcher, Knights potentially ruined. Cole Thomas having a great run in this Douglas Distributing machine. He was there. 2 TFR guys to the hauler. It's a bad night so far. 16 cars will be out here on the lead lap, and I guess we have a moment here while they're cleaning up the largest wreck we've had all day. We'll go get one of the guys that was involved in that. We'll go get Cole Thomas. Hey, Cole Thomas, it's Terry in the booth, man. What's up?
Not having a good night.
Well, you had a good car, a strong run from the TFR guys. Did a lot of practice rebounding from the showing at Texas. You come here, you get caught up in that. What's your mindset going through that? Did you see it coming?
I mean, there was nothing I could have done. The 01 just lit up in front of me and tried to clear himself, but nothing I could have done on that. And then I got caught up on lap 1 too because people weren't holding their brakes. So just usual. So dealing with it.
Tough break from the 43. We appreciate your time.
No problem.
Oh, my goodness. There's so much to unpack here. Pace lights are out. We also still have a race to call. Man.
The 60. That's what I'm calling it now. So the 60, and this is something we were talking about earlier about consistency. The 01 back in the mix. The 55 is there as well. 702's got a lot of nose damage. The cleanest car inside the top 5 is going to be the 60. He and the 8. Every restart, the 60 follows the same line, follows the same suit. The 41's going to get the jump. He's going to swing up. He's going to do what he does and knows how to do best here. But that Tropicalia Unlimited right there, that driver right there in Thane, he's going to be coming here.
He might be coming, but it's time to do it. Woody, strap the belts tight, baby. It's race time. Peaches, 11 laps to go. Are you with me? Green flags back in the air. We're racing once again.
Good boogly woogly. Here we go with 11 laps to go.
41 wasn't able to carry that high line like he did before. Now the 60 is right there on his tail, a little bit closer this time, not able to extend that lead as much as you would think. He's going to drop to the inside, 8 right behind. Maybe a little high line, low line running for the 41 of Fedig now, but the 60 really working it.
You called it. 60 to the lead. Rule Thane takes it. He's there. 9 laps remaining. Mayhem all hell could break loose. I'm sorry, 10 laps remaining. Oh, where I get this 9 from? Mom, you didn't teach me math all that great. 60 takes the lead, the 8 of Matthew Fleming, the only TFR guy left in this field trying to make some moves. He's trying to get around the 41 of Sheldon Fettick. As they come down the back straightaway, Levi makes a move for 4th. But the battle for the win, the battle for the lead, everybody's hunting for it.
Yeah, it looks like Levi's making the best move. He is running that car hard. He is going towards the front. Oh, Lordy, I thought he done hit the 8 there, but he slid right up in front of him, and Tuckin got past him as he passes 41. Levi is heading towards the front. 3 wide in that turn.
3 wide onto the backstretch. Man, oh man, that was exciting to see. The 0-1 trying to make moves on the 41 of Fettig right there. 18's going to clear, and he's rolling 60th thing, trying to hold on to the lead. Terry, it's 8 to go. Man, oh man, they're rocking.
They're rocking 3 wide. They go for the 4th place position. And now they go 2 wide. Brian Kaufman, 8, is still there. This is absolutely crazy. 0-1 pulls up here, but the battle for the lead, for the win. Looking at from the rear roof cam, Rule Thane can see him. Levi smells blood in the water. He might have the cleanest car. Thank you to Graham Construction for providing that camera on the back bumper of Rule Thane's machine. But the 18's there. You see the Fairfield Supra wanting to come to the front. He wants to lead this race. He's tired of me talking on this broadcast that he hasn't won one of these damn things. He wants to win it, and this is his opportunity, boys.
Yeah, he's turning a lap faster than everybody on the track right now. He's turned the last lap he had was a 31:09, and now he's taking the lead. He is heading towards it, and he's going to pull away from him.
18 saved tires. It looked like that's what he did. He came on a lap 97 for his pit stop, 99 for Rule Thane, and he's been able to hold on to it. But now the draft is very important for these drivers. 18 is going to have to take the air away from the 60 any way that he can, because if he doesn't, that 60 is going to continue to carry that draft.
60 still trying to carry the draft.
Green.
The 18.
Sorry, Terry.
You talk about going green, Woody. If we stay green, do we see the potential for people to go up and race? Do we see the caution, Woody? Is this an opportunity for Levi to just stretch this out, go full throttle, show what your car can do? Because he hasn't done it all night. He ran 1 fast lap, but the consistency hasn't been there until right now. 31.37 was his lap. He is a full 1/10 of a second faster than the field.
If it stays green, I think Levi's got a good chance to win it. But if we get another caution, it might be a different story. But he is outrunning him. He just did a 31.3 on his last lap, so he's about 0.2 of a second faster, like you said.
This time by, though, evening the pace, the 60 still carrying the draft. He's still right there in the mix. 18 down to the bottom, 60 carrying the midline. He's trying to work it. 0.2, almost 0.3 of a second gone. 22/100ths of a second to the car in the back of him. The 60 starting to figure it out here.
Going to show you the rear cam right here for what's going on. The 60 catching him ever so slightly, staying in the wake of the draft, but wanting to keep some air on the front end of that machine. 3 laps to go. Sponsored by Graham Construction. We appreciate everything that Graham Construction does. Caution flag is out. This changes everything.
Oh, Lordy, it's definitely going to change everything for sure. Oh, Lordy, it's going to be a green-white checker coming up with 3 to go.
This caution would be brought out by this. This would bring it out 46-61, 702. Heavy contact, and 702 caught air for the second time tonight.
He went dirt track racing there. Now it's kind of, man.
A lot of dirt tracking tonight.
I was going back and looking at what happened there, and it looks like the 46 into the wall there. It really played a big factor. That slowed him way up. It happened earlier on in the race. It looked like he just kind of hit the bottom of the racetrack, came straight up the racetrack a little bit here, and then you just never know what you're going to get. Yeah, he almost like he turned right. Something happened with that car to make him turn right.
Bounced off the knot in the wall, it seems. And, man, the Infield Care Center down here in Chicago is full of people. And we've got Oh, my goodness. So we're going to reset this one because now we go into green-white checkered mode. Levi, Rule, Brian, Matthew, Sheldon, top 5. Big potential. Big potential here. I've talked this for weeks on end. The defending champion of the Truck Series hasn't gotten to win. This could be his moment. I'm not going to jinx him, but I am going to go mess with him. Let's see what he says. Levi, buddy. It's your main man, Terry, in the booth. What's up?
What's happening, guys?
Well. You find
Did
yourself...
they give an award for most passed cars in a race?
You know, it's a good idea. You would definitely win that one. I'm going to ask you some tough, hard-hitting questions here.
I love to hear it. Let's go.
I know you're tired of me saying, when is this dude going to win a race? You're 6 races in. This is race number 6. Are you tired? Do you want the monkey off your back tonight?
I do. I hate these Xfinity cars, and tonight I've found it on this track. I feel good. I think I can bring this home. We'll see here. I didn't want to see that caution, though. Oh, my God. I can't catch a break tonight.
Yeah, we was talking about that, Levi. If it went green, you was going to go ahead and take it there for sure. But then all of a sudden, we no more than get it out of our mouths, and boom, we get a caution.
Yeah, it was tough. Even if I don't come away with this, I feel a lot better about this race and showing some strength in this car. I love the trucks, man. These cars aren't my favorite, but I'm adapting, I'm learning every week, and I'm trying to get better. So this has been a good run regardless.
Levi, you have an opportunity to do something that nobody else has done so far in this young progressive league. One, you're the first Muncie, Pennsylvania native to win a race, so check. You're the first Pennsylvania native to win a championship, check. And tonight, my friend, you could be the first Pennsylvania native to not only win a championship in the trucks, a race in the trucks, but you could bring it home as a winner in the Xfinity Series and punch your ticket to the championship. You could go race. You're going to go race, potentially go back-to-back championships. Is this where you hit your stride? Can you do it tonight, buddy?
I think so. A lot of PA guys in here, so it feels good if I can pull it off for the PA posse.
I will let that one stand, but we're happy to have you, and we appreciate the onboard cams tonight with the PA posse.
Thank you, sir.
See you, sir. I had so many running jokes with that one. Brian Kaufman going to start P3. He's had incidents going into the corner, Jason, where he's got to the back bumper of somebody. And kind of what happened to me last night. Take no prisoners, baby.
Well, they're getting ready to come around here, and you're going to watch the 18. He's going to pull a trick from the 41. He's going to get that early lead. The 01's going to be there to the inside, but I think the 01's going to start right in line with the 60 here. I think this is going to be where corner entry is going to be really important, and corner exit is going to be a little bit dangerous.
Green, white, checkered. Number 1 attempt in the books. So far, 18 gets a run. Brian Kaufman's there. Here comes the 60 on the outside. Infield Care Center is apparently run out of Band-Aids. They're resorting to suckers. So everybody out there who gets in a wreck, you're going to get a nice little lollipop, courtesy of the infield. 60, big run to the outside. Huge run down the back straightaway. 60 takes the lead.
Better restart for the 60 on the outside. 18 has the 01 all over the back bumper. I'm telling you what, that might have kept the 60 in line. The 01 trying to shove the 18, taking the downforce off the back of that car. Rule Thane out front. White flag's going to wave.
White flag in the air. 60 has the lead. 18 slides back to P number 2. The number 8, Matthew Fleming, is right there in P3. 18 gets a massive run down in turns 1 and 2, but can he make it happen? Down the back straightaway for the final time. They're tired of seeing the branded sticker and the red logos. They're ready to see the checkered flag. 60 car, 2 turns 3 and 4. No run from the 18. Levi can't get there. Rule Thane is your 6th winner in the Xfinity Series at Chicagoland.
What a race. What a race.
If I could call it, I'd call it. The 18 had a great drive off there. The 0-1 trying to defend. I think the 0-1 hurt the chances of the 18 there on that restart. He was up underneath that car. He lifted him up off the ground and allowed the 60 to have all that downforce on that back rear spoiler.
Tons of excitement. Big win from this 60 machine. We'll see the fireworks going off around the racing surface while he's doing his awesome burnouts on the front straightaway. Man, what a race, what a win. Let's go talk to this winner. I'm sure he's more excited than we are, boys. Let's grab our winner, Rule Thane. What a race. What a win. You're the 6th different winner in the Xfinity Series. How'd you do it?
A lot of luck, you know. I had a better long run car and just kind of got Levi got by me, and then the caution kind of helped. I could roll the high line there and got back by him. So yeah, it was a fun race, man. It was crazy.
Well, you managed to hold the spot. You did a fantastic job. Take us through that restart right there. That's very much what I'm curious about is on the restart, did you think that the 18 wasn't going to get the restart that he had because Brian Kaufman was on the back end, or were you just playing mind games with him and kind of just sitting there knowing that you were going to shoot your shot into turns 1?
I saw him kind of coming back to me, so I thought I had better tires, so I just let off a little bit and then held it all the way through 1 and 2 and got that run off, so it worked out. Lucky for me.
Well, I tell you what, we'll keep the camera on you. Burn that sumbitch down. Fireball Woody, you have P2, a very disappointed Levi McCarty.
Race, man, I don't know what happened. I think somebody got in your rear and kind of lifted you off the ground a little bit there, didn't they?
Yeah, it's disappointing for sure, but it was a good race for me, anyways. Matt gave Rule a really good push up there, and like Rule was saying, I heard him laying off the throttle a little bit, and he was able to get back on it full quicker than I was, and had a better run. And then I just couldn't get to his back bumper at the end there, but man, we had some bad luck tonight. Charged through the field a couple of times, and man, I didn't want to see that caution at all, and I'll have to go back and see what happened, but it's disappointing for sure, but a good run. I want to thank Fairfield Motorsports, my teammates for helping me out tonight, Fletcher for doing the paints. It's disappointing for sure, but and it was a frustrating night, but like I said, you can't feel bad with a second place, and we'll go on to next week.
All right. Well, Levi, a great race, a great comeback up through there to get back to the front with where you started at back there. I think you passed like, 8 or 9 cars to get to the front or more. So you did a great job getting back up there to the front. I thought you had it, but 60 had just a little bit more for you there. So heck of a race, bud.
Thanks. Congrats to Rule as well. He ran a great race. Matt as well.
And Jason, for your first interview here on Top Esports, you're going to get one of our favorites, clearly, and one of the fan favorites out there as well. A guy from TFR, Matthew Fleming, in the Beer Nuts 8.
Matt, what a race for you there. The restart was absolutely thrilling. You gave enough room there for the 60 to get the run. The 0-1 was below you. You had the run trying to clear the drivers in front of you. The battle was literally the high line. Walk us through that restart, because that's where you held your own and were able to get yourself back behind the 18 to challenge for third.
Yeah, I knew if I could stay on the 60 as much as I could, and we run that high side, that we should be able to get around Levi there. Then obviously we was able to get him out, and I just never had enough of a run after that to clear Levi. But the way Levi ran his race, I mean, shoot, that guy deserves a second. The 8 Beer Nuts Chevrolet, early on we didn't have a very good run. Got caught in a couple cautions there, but the car came around, and couldn't be more proud of our third place finish for this Beer Nuts Chevrolet. And just a quick shout out to MK2 Aerospace, Douglas Distributing, 3D Energy, and TFMG. Yeah, we turned out something that didn't look like it was very promising, and we made it into a nice podium finish.
Well, we were watching you throughout the race, and kind of I was talking about you a little bit whenever I joined the race. It seemed like you were able to find that long run speed, or at least find the hole whenever you needed to. Utilize the kind of that mid to high line, which I think is probably the best line here for the Chicagoland Raceway here. Was that kind of your game plan after you started getting out there trying to figure out the track?
Yeah, early on, tried to run that bottom, and yeah, I just wasn't doing very good. Wore up my tires fast, I thought. So yeah, I moved up to the mid-high line and pretty much just tried to run there the rest of the race. It seemed to be working out with good runs. So yep, that was pretty much just what I was going after there.
I tell you what, buddy, it was a fantastic race from you. It was great to see you get that Beer Nuts Chevy out there and roll it forward for a P3. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, sir.
Well, a great show from all of us. Tomorrow night we're heading on to the Bristol Dirt Race. I'm very excited to call one of my first dirt races. I'm going to have the second place finisher tonight, Levi McCarty, is going to be in the booth with me, joined with Fireball Woody. For myself, Terry Radford, Fireball Woody, Jason from Signature Esports, it's been a great pleasure having both of you in the booth. Excellent job tonight on the call. For Miss Arlene out there, the wonderful lady who's watching us for the first time on YouTube. Yes, we do have a YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. It's where you can find all of our streams across the board. We'll plan them back out there. Good night. So long. Farewell. Tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll be right back here. Y'all have a good one. And Mama Vols will be in the house for the first time from Bristol, Tennessee. It's dirt racing. But